What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel where I help skinny guys gain 5 to 10 pounds and get stronger on the big three lifts. Today, real quick, I want to talk to you guys about why you shouldn't lose body fat or gain weight yet. Right now it's September, so it's about that time of year where people are going to start going into the holiday season. And then right after that, they're going to have New Year's resolution goals where they want to lose a bunch of body fat or gain a bunch of muscle to try to take advantage of all the food that they were eating during the holidays. But there is three very important reasons for why you shouldn't try to make a significant change to your body until you understand these three things I'm about to cover today. And these are three things that I learned through my personal journey of my own fitness and working out, and also training others for a little over 10 years now. Most people have deep emotional and psychological issues with their food intake and just food in general. And that needs to be addressed before you start to make a big physical change. And by a big physical change, I mean losing or gaining 10 or more pounds. And these three topics that I want to talk about today will be the things that will stop you from making long-term progress. So if you've been up and down with your fitness journey and you can't get anything to really stick, really pay attention because you're probably making at least one of these mistakes. The first mistake that you're probably making is using the words good or bad when you're talking about your food or your food intake. For example, saying junk food is bad. Saying this weekend I ate really good, or I was really bad all last week. Using terms like this will mess you up psychologically in how you're going to look at food from a long-term approach. No food is good or bad inherently. Now, yes, certain foods have higher calories, certain foods have more protein, carbs, fat, more nutrients, but the emotion behind it, a good or bad, that's something that you are adding on because of, again, a deep emotional or psychological connection or trauma even that you may have revolved around food. You need to think about food as this can get me closer to my goal or further away from my goal. But it's not good or bad, it's just, it is what it is. Now to help paint that picture, let me give you a quick example. Let's say there's a 135-pound guy that's trying to gain weight. He's been struggling for a really long time. And now let's say there's a 300-pound guy that's been struggling to lose weight for a very long time. Now, both of those people look at food as good or bad. But in this example, let's say they go to McDonald's and they get a Big Mac. The 135-pound person that's struggling to gain weight may gain weight from eating that Big Mac. The person that's 300 pounds, they may gain weight or stay the same weight from eating that Big Mac. Now, two drastic different bodies. One person's going to get closer to their goal, the smaller guy trying to gain weight. The other person will not get closer to their goal by eating a Big Mac. That doesn't make the Big Mac bad because the person that was trying to lose weight didn't lose weight. And it doesn't make it good because the person that was trying to gain weight now gains weight. Just the Big Mac has a certain amount of calories, and it helped one person get into a calorie surplus and one person stay at maintenance or didn't get into a deficit needed to reach their goal. But again, the food itself was not good or bad. It's just a choice that was made, and did that person get closer to their goal or not? The second mistake that I see a lot of people making, and especially newer clients that I have and newer people to the gym, is thinking that a calorie surplus or a calorie deficit won't get them closer or further away from their goal. More specifically, thinking that they're eating in a calorie surplus and they're not gaining weight, or thinking that they're eating in a calorie deficit and they're not losing weight. Now, through social media and TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, for some reason there seems to be a lot of controversy on being in a calorie surplus versus a calorie deficit, and is that a scientific fact? And yes, it is scientifically proven. If you are eating in a calorie surplus, you will gain weight 100% of the time. If you are eating in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight 100% of the time. Now, there is something called water retention that will affect your scale weight on a day-to-day basis. For example, if you weigh a certain weight and you drink a bottle of water real fast and you weigh yourself, obviously you're gonna weigh more, you have more water. And for example, if you do a marathon and weigh yourself the next day, it's gonna look like you lost a bunch of weight, but really you lost water. But if you're talking about from a long-term perspective, over the course of days or weeks or months, if you are not eating enough, you will not gain weight. If you are eating too much, you will not lose weight. And you have to accept that fact. A lot of people refuse to accept that. They think, I feel like I'm starving myself, so I should be losing weight, but you may still not be in a calorie deficit. On the flip side, you may be thinking, I'm eating as much as I can, I feel stuffed all the time, how am I not gaining weight? I'm eating in a calorie surplus. You're not, that's why. The third mistake that I see way too many people making in regards to their food is feeling like they have to do something drastic in order to reach their fitness goal. Let's first talk about people that are trying to get bigger and trying to gain size and weight. You may feel like you have to do something drastic like dirty bulk at all times, or feel like you have to take performance enhancing drugs and that's the only way you're going to become big and muscular. That's not the case. There are far too many people that you can look to as an example to see someone being on the smaller end and getting to the bigger end with a decent amount of muscle and leanness that should prove to you that you don't have to do anything drastic. On the flip side, people that are trying to lose weight, lose body fat, and a pretty significant amount, they will often do a new diet every single year, whether that's keto, whether that's trying to strictly eat fruit, becoming vegetarian or vegan all of a sudden, doing things like wearing waist trainers, doing things like wearing clothes to purposely make you sweat at the gym, all type of drastic stuff every single year. And every single year it seems like they gain that weight back. That should tell you something. Doing that stuff doesn't work, and that's not the reason why you're not getting results. Nothing drastic is needed for you to get into incredible shape, to get healthier, and to have a body that you love and appreciate. My advice to you here is to seek out a long-term plan, something that is sustainable and something that you can see fitting with your current lifestyle. And that's going to be the thing that's going to take you to that next level, whether you're trying to again drop a bunch of body fat or get a lot bigger and muscular. You need something that you can think about long-term. So ask yourself this: can you see yourself doing what you're doing right now as far as your food intake, your training, your sleep, everything that goes into getting in better shape? Can you see yourself doing that for the next 5 years straight? If the answer is no, I suggest you stop doing that today. And a perfect example I can give for why you want to probably stop doing drastic things is there was a show called Biggest Loser. I don't know if it's still on or not, but the basis of that show was a lot of overweight people that were put into a very structured and regimented plan from pretty intense personal trainers, but they control everything as far as how much they ate. They gave them exact portions, pushed them really hard in the gym workouts, and a lot of people lost a lot of weight really fast, like losing 50 pounds in a month type of stuff. And a lot of people thought, yeah, that's what I need. I need to be like strict like that. Like if I can do that, yeah, I'll get the result. The problem is a lot of those people that were on that show, if they followed up with them years later, they were often bigger than when they first started the show. And it wasn't because they didn't work hard and they didn't want to lose the weight. It's because they couldn't sustain it. And what happened is those people never learned healthy habits and a healthy relationship with food that can get them to where they want to go and maintain it. If the only way you can lose weight is to fast or do something super drastic, then you have to do that for the rest of your life if you want to keep the weight off, because as soon as you stop, you're going to revert back to what you know. On the flip side, if the only way that you can gain weight is by drinking mass gainer shakes and doing dirty bulks, then once you stop dirty bulking and drinking mass gainer shakes, you're going to lose all that weight. So you have to find that healthy relationship with food needed for you to get that result, stay consistent with it, and then you'll maintain it long term. Now, if you need nutritional guidance on how to meal prep, you can check the link in my description box. I have a meal prep mastery guide that's going to give you a grocery shopping list and show you everything you need to know on how to meal prep. 60 minutes, that's going to get you 7 days worth of eating. So this is going to make it very quick on you, and it's going to show you exactly what you need to do. And once you have that, you're going to know how to meal prep for the rest of your life. So that's a free guide. Check that out in the link in my description box. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to do more videos like this. I'll see you guys next time.